Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. Let's jump over and start your reading. All right, my lovely Luz. Let's see what energies you have today that you want to share with me. Taurus energy, Aquarius. This is all about being headstrong in your spiritual knowledge, your knowing, your inner belief, as well as Three of Cups. Something to celebrate about this path that you've been on, where you've done some inner work. I kind of feel like you've been on a soul path. This is a time of gathering to celebrate, maybe a social event. Could be a religious social event or a spiritual event. It could be that you're just feeling that loving energy around you of celebration, but it's a good time, Aquarius. And let me see what's coming towards Aquarius. What do we need to see so that Aquarius is ready? We're going to go ahead and stack them up, is what I feel. Get your energy into this deck and see what we have for you as a good message to give you some guidance going forward. Meandering pathway flow. You're going with the flow, right? This is all about following your inner knowing. And look, it means the same, right? You've got this, which is the pathway, and then you've got the Taurus, which is following the inner knowing. That's amazing. So you definitely went inside. You had something you're sorting out. You're looking deep within to find out the answer. You've chose the answer, and you're going with the flow in a sense. You're allowing something to happen. Let's get into the threads of fate, and we'll see what more we have for you today, my lovely. So you've definitely done the soul work. And now what is coming out of that soul work is the creation. You are totally creating a new reality. It's like you decided, you made a decision to take it some way, take it to the next level. You're taking something to the next level. It's almost like an expansion of your creation. You surrendered. You went in immediately, like you didn't even hesitate. You were like, okay, I have a decision to make. I'm going to pull away. I'm not going to take advice from others. I'm going to go into my inner knowing, and I'm going to look through this and see what I need to do. You've made a decision by surrendering it over to spirit. And it's brought you this feeling of strength within you. That is really a great start to the read. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Let's dig into the tarot a little bit deeper. All right, Aquarius. Education. This is a bypasser. This is seeing it from an outside perspective. And Page of Swords is all about an education. Seeing something, witnessing it, and knowing, having a knowledge about something. You witness something. What do you witness? Some action that gets taken. Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. The page is a messenger. So you're witnessing someone communicating about what? You have something that you see it doesn't mix. You're like, that doesn't add up. Archangel Michael's card, Temperance. This is water and fire, and it takes so long. You're not going to burn the water, really. It's just going to evaporate. If you add water to the fire, it puts it out. So It's almost a rash action with the Knight of Swords. And you're seeing someone take this rash action knowing it's not going to work. Knight of Cup. Now, this is an offer. So an offer gets made. Whether you're making the offer or they're making an offer. Two of Wands, causing a decision. Do you want to go this way with me? Or do you have other plans? Kind of energy. Twos are all about decisions. With the Knight of Cups, this guy is offering. He's reared back. He's excited, right? And he's got his cup in the air and he's like, hey, here's my offering to you. Remember, you've already got an inner knowing that one of the cups is fire and one is water. What cup is this knight offering? And you're looking at it going, what do I choose? And you see, this is all about the path to your happiness. That's what you're worried about. You want to feel stability within the home. You want to feel the family around you. This is a time of great celebration because of this decision. This person's celebrating. And we have the Death card, Scorpionic energy, a huge change. Something that wasn't working, you took time out. You were like, this isn't working. You reevaluated it with the Knight of Cups, going deep within to your subconscious. You made a decision, Two of Wands. It was based on your happiness. And so you're letting something go. And it's a form of celebration because, ooh, good thing you let that go. This is much, much better. This is a big opportunity. This is the celebrating opportunity. In letting that old idea go, and you knew it. This is all validation in the reading, nothing new to you. There he is, right? Back to the Knight of Swords. So you're letting this offer go. There's something that they offer you, and you're like, no, thank you. I'm going to pass. I'm going to let that go. And good thing you did. You're dodging this fight, this battle. There's something. It's almost as if you were about to get in the elevator and somebody's like, I'll hold the door for you. And you're like, yeah, no, I need to take the stairs. And they're like, come on, there's plenty of room. It's a party in the elevator. And you're like, you know, I'm Aquarius and I really believe in exercise, so I'm heading out. And then the elevator gets stuck between floors and there's a fight here that you intuitively are like, yeah, I knew not to touch that with a 10-foot pole. You're getting out of Dodge before Dodge explodes. Because you know that even though they're seeing it as this chance of a lifetime to get on that elevator and ride with them, right? Somebody's about to hit every button on that 99 floor elevator. And this is inconsistent energy, Knight of Wands, inconsistent and up and down, up and down. And it's a constant struggle around that person's energy. But we have this beautiful Empress, and it's a much better offer. It's better than the Ace of Pentacles even. This is the Empress is giving you a cup of love from the universe saying you chose right. You dodged that situation very well. You chose Two of Wands repetitively. Now keep in mind, I do use two decks that are identical. I mix them up because then I know when energies are revisiting in the reading. And so this is saying you have the Empress card with your Two of Wands, saying you indeed did make the right choice. So when this happens, when this energy comes at you, or it might already be happening, there's this presentation where everybody's on it. Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're like, no, not for me. I'm going to step back. And you step back, and then you witness all hell break loose over there. But because you had that intuition to step out of the fire before it turned into a big blaze, get out of the kitchen while the getting's good, kind of, you're dodging this major issue, and you are following your intuition, which brings you protection as well as abundance. Yeah. Ace of Cups. The universe, like I told you, that Empress is handing you have two aces, Ace of Pentacle and the Ace of Cup and the Empress. And you chose correctly. Look. You can't make it up. Where are you? The decision. And you choose right. So when it comes time for this, you'll know. You'll be like, am I the only one seeing how this is not right? And you may even question yourself a little bit, because you might be the odd man that's like, I'm getting out of this, or I don't know. It's something about knowing when to get out when the getting's good. I'm just saying, that's what I'm feeling over and over. Six of Pentacles. It's because you know you can read the energy yourself when it's not giving back. When it's just a sieve you hand off energy to, and it never ever comes back to you. And you're like, I'll sit over here and fill my own cup. Forgive me, I had cough. All right. Let me see a little bit more for a beautiful Aquarius. 4 cups. You're apathetic over the other cups, right? You're like, I don't know if I want to dye my hair purple. I think you kids look great in purple, but I'm going to stay out of it. They go dye their hair purple, and it doesn't come out purple. It comes out not so cool. Metaphorically. You, on the other hand, you see this a different opportunity. This is a new opportunity. Pages are new. Different messenger. And this is passion, something you feel very passionate about. An offer. It's not a cup. It's a wand. I said that, and then you get the 2 cups. But this wand brings you connected to your higher self. It is a feeling of, I got this figured out. This is for me. This is the way I want it to go. This is how I feel about it. This is you knowing that, how do I want to put it? I think I've made it clear. Somebody's about to get scammed, but it ain't you. That's what I truly, truly feel. I'm moving, so we have a new row. You have an intuitive no. You're like, how is anybody else falling for this? But nobody else is believing you at the time, or you're just kind of silently letting this happen. 8 of Wands. Now there's communication. There's a lot of communication. And that's when it blows and you're not on the elevator. Right there. You find out about it. You're about to find out that you didn't get on that plane, that elevator, something, and it's communicated to you that it went down I heard in a blaze of glory. I don't know what that means, but it's quite a sight. Whether this is a business that collapses or a marriage that's already on the rocks, you know that they're not being faithful, and you're like, I don't know what to tell you, love. I can't give you advice, and you go on your way, and then here it just turned into a big he said, she said in court, and you're out of it. You don't have to worry about any of that. 7 of Pentacles, something that was buried. 7 of Pentacles is when you plant a seed, but it isn't coming to fruition and you can see it. It never blooms out the bud. It just is the stick. It's, something. And you've moved to calmer ground. You just keep going. You're doing good because you have avoided this detour. Yeah, you could see the signs coming a mile away. Emperor, 6 of Swords, taking charge of the direction of your life, right? Knowing that this is your life, you have to be the one in the driver's seat. Because you are a very strong manifester. That's right. Emperor, Aries energy, but also power, energy. Not ego power in this case. More like the power of making 6 of Swords the right move for you, right? And this is incredible reading. You saw it coming now, but it's going to be good for you because you're going to already have had questions and be like, am I the only one seeing this? Then you're going to come along the read. It's going to validate and you're going to be like, oh no, I knew it. You're going to feel it deep, deep inside. I really do truly feel that, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and wrap up a little bit on this read. See what the advice is for you, my beautiful. All right, Aquarius. Excellent read, by the way. Yeah, I can see you. You're celebrating that you didn't get scammed. Uh-huh. Somebody is getting it. Thank you. You got ride the wave. Oh, I can't even make it up. That's exactly it. You're like, I'll ride this one out. I'm just going to go along my way, do my thing, let these energies kind of sort out. Let's get one more. Cut the deck and see what you get. Here we go. Cleaning house. You're like, I'm going to go home, clean house. You guys can go ahead, take that elevator all the way to the top if you want. I just don't feel good taking it. I'd rather be at my house. And it is cleaning out the energies. It is. But your intuition told you all along. I really enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. I want to say thank you for everything that you do for the channel, whether you like, subscribe, or you hit the bell so that you know when I upload next time. This is a good read. I can't wait to do this again. Good job, Aquarius. Great job. Well, until I read for you again. Hello, my beautiful gems. I hope you're well. Welcome to Truth Train Tarot. Let's get over and do your reading. All right, my lovelies, let's see what energies that have intermingled into this reading from you. Focus your energy on something that you would like to know. Find out what it is that you're being called to understand or learn more about, right? All right, my lovelies, I think we're ready. Let's see what we've got. We start off very beautifully with a connection, there we are, to higher self. And in this connection to this 2 of Cups, it's literally seeing things from a higher perspective. So you've taken a minute to pull your energy back, gems. I feel like you've come to a rest. and you're looking around and you're surveying, reassessing, and you are working with spirit. You have a major arcana here with the Strength card. Can't make it up. This is taming an inner beast within, Jim. You've struggled through a shadow side of yourself, and you have tamed something. I am very excited to see where this read is going to go. All right, my loves. Let me see what else you have here. We're going to go with the Threads of Fate and see what we get with that card left on the board. These cards are invisible. You'd think I don't have cards in my hand, right? But they're magic. Reflect. Look, 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 I told ya. You're reassessing, you're reevaluating, you're surveying with your higher self. And can't make it up, gems. Couldn't make it up if I tried. Do you see it? Where are you? There you are, love. You've got the 2 swans right here. And then over here you've got the other 2 swans. It's your higher self you're communicating with. So this is absolutely beautiful. What else do you have? Manifesting. You are about to go in this new position. Like, you've rooted to something. You're like, nope, I have to take a minute. Something's not right here. Something feels off. This is too hard. I shouldn't be met with all this headwind. This should be easier. Why isn't it? I'm going to take a second, right? And that's exactly what you've done, which is beautiful. Very beautiful. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to ring the bell, right? My microphone is extremely sensitive. Let's continue a little deeper into the read. Peaks of joy. So there's been ups and downs. Almost like extreme, from really high to really low to really high to really low. And you're like, what's going on with this yo-yo energy that I'm experiencing, right? This uphill, downhill. And it's because of this. A 19. Dragon's Lair. Something pulled your energy into almost like a dragon's lair. You were looking for something. You were chasing something. And maybe you weren't realizing that you didn't have to chase it. Because if you're having to chase it, it's not meant for you. And so now you've taken a moment and you're like, wait a minute. I need to look like really close at this entire situation, which is frozen. It absolutely is frozen, almost like frozen time, stuck, stagnant. Interesting. Let's jump into the tarot. Now I have 2 decks here. And they're duplicated. They're the very, very same. It's just so when I get duplicate cards, what the energies are doing when they're reconnecting. There it is. Knight of Cups. All right, an offer. With the 8 of Cups, you're walking away from an offer. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, you put a lot of time and energy into something, just intuitively into this offer. Like the Knight of Cups is regal. He comes in a shiny, nice suit of armor, and he's regal, and it's like you really put your best towards something. And you realized all that had something wrapped around it that entangled you. There's an entanglement here. And you've walked away from this entanglement. You saw it. You're the Queen of Cups. You're the seer. You could see it. And you're like, wait a minute. This isn't right. Nope. I've got to pivot. I've got to take a minute to catch my breath. There's something, I'm going the wrong way. Like you went exceptionally far and you gathered knowledge, but at the end of the road was a dead end. And you're like, I've been going the wrong way. And so you've made a pivot away from something. And I feel it was a hell of a struggle. Yeah, Seven of Swords. It felt like it was stealing your energy. It was definitely tapped into you. And it was entanglement. I feel extreme toxicity of pulling your attention away from something much more important. Almost like you were doing your thing and some new neighbor moved into town. And it's always about them needing help. Like every time you go to work on your project, they need help. All metaphoric. But it's that constant energy pull away from you that you finally are seeing it. You're like, wait a minute. This is an entanglement that is their energy, not mine. I don't have to feel this way any longer. Seven of Cups. It's extremely confusing. It has been a place of unrest, anxiety, tension filled, like the other shoe's gonna fall, like you can't get anywhere because as soon as you start, they're pulling you away or your attention is being pulled away. And you're putting that down. You walked away and you're taking a rest. You're reassessing this. You're like, wait a minute. I don't gotta do this. I don't need to do this. Yeah, you're pulling your power back. And you're refocusing inside of you to your higher self. And you're literally tuning out at this time and weighing something. And you're like, is this causing my strife? Let me see more on this Knight of Cups. Two of Wands, a choice, a decision. Twos are always about decisions. And, Gem, you're looking at it going, I have to choose between this or this. I'm either going to keep in my head locked up, dealing with somebody that I'm just spinning my wheels in a mud hole with, or I'm going to get out of this vehicle and walk away. Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is that spinning of the wheels in the mud. It's almost time invested that doesn't seem to be coming to fruition. Not at this time. So, Eight of Cups, you're walking away, and it's the answer. Look at you. Look at you. Four of Wands. All right, so this is your path. This is your train track that is only yours. Only you can take it. You get your train track. That's your 1111 card. That walking away put with this Four of Cups. Can you see? Can you see? And then let's see what you get. Boom. Can't even make it up. 9 Cups. Wish come true. All you gotta do is take a minute, just a hot minute, slow everything down, go within, ask Source, what is it that's causing my turmoil? Why do I feel so unsteady? And how can I fix it? And look at that. Destiny. That's destiny. You're gonna walk away from it because no matter what you've invested, there's something right around the corner that you deeply desire, right? Which is completely abundant. You go from 8 cups to 9 cups, right? I mean, I can't get over this. Look. Hold on, Gem. You got to take a minute, right? You go from the Four of Wands, right? Your destiny card. beautiful, to Eight of Cups, where you're like, okay, it's getting kind of chaotic. I need to take a breather and I need to keep going to get my wish fulfillment. And you are. You're getting unfrozen out of the dragon's lair and you're like, oh, it's daylight. I didn't even know it. Right? And you can see it. You're clearly seeing the path out of there. The Magician, that's the path you will take. All the tools you need right there. You're absolutely ready for this. Now, what you did invest in that time is very important. And I know you're going to feel like, what if I wasted all that time? What did I gain? You gained a great deal of experience and knowledge that if you had not taken that detour, you would not be able to know that this is the right path. So it was an inevitable path that you were going to journey on. The decision comes in, how long do you stay on the path before you realize that it's redirecting you to a path where there's road construction ahead, right? So it's time to relieve yourself of that stress of, okay, road construction. Do I go around it? Do I build a new path? Do I get a machete and cut my way through that big embankment there of trees? Or do I just turn and make a pivot? Well, the Seven of Swords is saying you need to look at this strategically. And the Seven of Swords is all about really getting quiet. And that's why all the swords are taken. It's a moment of silence to do an inner check, an inner balance, and determine, is this in my best interest? Is this stealing my energy? Or is this something that I'm gaining something back from? And the Two of Pentacles says there's a sacrifice. Though be it, how do I want to put it? Hard to give up. Is it really? Because it's really brought you a lot of strife. Right? I mean, yeah, maybe it's a corporate job where you're making a fortune, but you don't have any mental rest, and it's affecting how your life, your quality of life is. Maybe it's a relationship that's just completely chaotic all the time, and you can't please the person, and you're just done pleasing others. And that's all there is to it, gems. You're waking up and again, and you're like, wait a minute, how long was I on the detour? Hierophant. It does have to do with Taurus energy in a way. It can be headstrong energy until you realize that eventually you can push on that brick wall all you want, but there's really no need. You can just go around it, right? And that's what you're doing. You're committing to your higher self, and I think you're at that level to where you're no longer going to give in to these other demands, in a sense that you've restricted yourself. You're like, nope, that won't please somebody. I better not do it. But I think you're pulling off that because it causes too much of this mental imprisonment of you not knowing you can't please them all. So you're always feeling like you're coming up short in some way. And so with the Seven of Cups, the confusion has to come to an end. And look at you. You got the Strength card again. That's beautiful. That's your angels saying you're taming the inner beast, which is that mental imprisonment because you're not enough for somebody else. Maybe they're like, you uploaded 20 videos this week and that was too many for me. I unsubscribed. Or You're not uploading the kind I want, so I unsubscribed. That's a creator's view of a nightmare, right? But in the same way, it could be that there's those that are not being appreciative of what you offer. And are you obligated to continue to offer something unappreciated? Or are you ready to take your power back, Gemini, and to stand up for yourself? Let's see. I saved it for last of this deck. I want to see, Gems, what you got with your own energy, the Magician. What are you manifesting? Oh, you got it again. I tell you, that's why I used 2 decks. I told you, you chose to get your own power back. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. Gems, you really, really have a lot of inner strength. We get pulled away. I say we. I'm a sun sign, Gem. Even though this is for all placements. And a lot of times we get headstrong to chase the white rabbit. And when we realize that it's not that impressive of a white rabbit because we catch it, we realize we got ourselves lost a little bit with the detour. And sometimes we just have to come back to home base. Let's go ahead and get just a few more cards to wrap up your reading to see the advice that we can give you. All right, Gems, deep breath. Just let it flow. It's coming in nice and strong. I can feel your energy. Big time. All right. In my lap, you've got Ancient Oak Spirit. I kid you not. Strength. And that's the family tree. You're rooted. You're solid. You're good. You're golden. You really are. You're the golden child. You're like amazing. And look, you got this elf's playfulness. When you quit trying to please others, you get playful, which brings in this songbird, this beautiful bluebird of happiness and spirit. Your vibration lifts when you're having a good time. Your vibration is what you use to manifest with. So it's very important that you keep that vibration high. Because if you're going to a place where you feel desperate or alone or hurt, and you sink too far into that dark night of the soul feeling, you and I both know that's sulking. But if you seek the lesson to get out of the dark night of the soul by understanding what is pulling you down into the depths and get out of your head and into your emotion and recognize, oh, it's a piece of glass in my foot. That's why I can't, it's not the shoes. I have a piece of glass in my foot, kind of metaphoric information. And finally, most importantly, my beautiful gems, remember, Bluebell Fairy gratitude. Be thankful. Be gracious. Be loving and kind to yourself and to others. Gemini, you have been incredible. That is all I have for your reading today. I want to say thank you so humbly much for sharing your energy with me. It's been a blessing to be able to see this entire message. In summary, you're having a moment. Take it. You deserve it. Don't try and push against that headwind, but relax, drink it in, pull into your inner knowing, talk to your higher self, find out what is that metaphoric little sliver of glass in your foot, because when you pull it out, the bells all ring. All right, my loves, I appreciate you. I truly do. And thank you for all the likes, the subscribes and hitting the bell so that you know when I upload again. Until I read for you again. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. I hope you are well, and welcome to Truth Train Tarot. Let's go ahead and see what your energies are for this reading. We'll get your energy in the deck. There we go. I do feel a little bit of pulling your energy back at this time, and you're reevaluating something. Almost as if you're not quite sure what's going on with the energy yourself. Pausing to look around, right? Let's see what you got. Yeah, something new. You're looking for something new. It's almost as though what's been going on has been too monotonous, repetitive, and you're looking for a breath of fresh air. Look at that. Page of Coins to the King of Coins. You're about to really see some serious progress. Could be in finances. It is gorgeous, and it is green, Libra. I mean, look. Is that not gorgeous? Going from this page, something new, into the King of Pentacles. So something that you once invested in, some of the newness has worn off. You hit some sort of a plateau, and you're wanting to do something new, but you don't want to leave behind what you've already invested, is what I'm picking up. Whether it's career, work, same thing, relationship, family. Let's dig a little deeper and see what we get here. Let me switch this up because first we had the page, and that matters. All right, Libra. Something to do with finance is what I'm picking up. Forest Temple Enlightenment. It's a 19. Look at that beautiful card. This is all about finding a special place for just you and tapping into what you do best, which is finding that internal balance. And that's what you're doing. You're taking a moment to kind of catch your breath and realign or reassess something. Let's get a couple more cards on this. What is up with Libra here? Enlightenment. You're going to discover something in this quiet time where you disconnect from others' opinions and thoughts and feelings, and you just kind of go into your own, is when you're going to totally have this, I don't know if it's an epiphany, but it's an aha moment. It's clarity in something that you've really been wanting to know. The Weaver. Look at this beautiful card. Absolutely gorgeous. It's the snake that eats the tail. There could be somebody weaving their energy around you, encircling you in their energy, and you're taking a look at that. Manifest. And you're also the one manifesting this incredible opportunity that's going to come up. You go from the page to a king. Bottom of the deck. Get creative. The epiphany, the brilliant aha idea, right? Where are you? There you are. Yeah. It's wings. It's that lotus flower coming to the top. It's the butterfly. It's all this new beginning. You're starting something that's good for you. I'm not sure everybody's going to be on board with it, but it doesn't matter because this is aligned for you. I'm just saying, some people are going to have to get over it. This is you making a choice that brings in contentment. And it's your own decision. It's your own thoughts. It's your own creation. It's your baby. It's your life. All right, lovelies. Let's cut the deck and see what energy you have. So you got that Weaver, somebody trying to mold you, trying to fit you in a mold, but you're seeing through it. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough. You're seeing through that, and you're like, I'm not going to fit anybody's mold. I'm not here to fit anybody's mold. And in that, you repel back and within, and you're looking at it and you're going, wait a minute, that gives me an idea, right? The Lovers, that could be the one that you're entangled with, whether it's a lover, a work partner. The Lovers is an attachment in a partnership, a commitment. It could be business partner. It could be a boss. It could be a mother. It's somebody that you've teamed up with, in a sense, in the spiritual world as well as the physical world. And this is you saying, hold on a minute. I have to make a choice here because you're putting things on me that don't belong to me. And in doing that, it's creating this weight of me feeling disconnected from you. There's a disconnection, Libra, because you're feeling like somebody isn't seeing the real you. Interesting. Truth train coming through. Listen to it. True words spoken, truth train blaring through. I do feel there's going to be communication back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and maybe you're beating around the bush a little bit. It's like you're avoiding telling the person maybe the real problem is that they're creating an image, and they're trying their best to attach the Lover card, that persona that they see you as you, but they can't because you're not that. Four of Wands. Woo, 8 of Wands, and then right to this aha idea. So this could be seen in several different ways. For some of you, this communication is that this person is wanting a much deeper commitment from you, possibly marriage. They're communicating to you, or they have communicated to you, or they will. And this is just for some of you, that they want to deepen the relationship by taking it to a more foundational level. Like I said, could be marriage, it could be having children. It's settling in. It's putting the fence place, the fence around the place. It's saying this is ours. For others of you, I feel like there is this choice you have to make in your life. Could be work related, could be family. And you're deciding if you're going to let that person's attachment become your own attachment, or if you're letting this go, and there's a communication of you heading towards something very aligned for you. That 4 of Wands. And that's what you have your eye on, Libra. And I don't know if others realize that you're seeing this so clearly. You're going to pull your energy back to make this decision. You're heading off swiftly. Knight of Swords. This is all about, I'm about to shut this down. I'm going off to my forest, right? The way he's riding the horse off to, where are we? He's riding, okay. Camera's reverse. He's riding his horse off, right? Heading to this little place deep into the woods. And it's about the enlightenment, because this decision is, now what am I going to do? I can't just, keep letting this ride, even though it's not working really good. Now they're wanting me to commit more to something that I'm not comfortable with, when I already can tell that I need to breathe some freedom in my life. Ten of Cups. It is a time of very heightened emotion. Ten of Cups is all about your happiness. And this card represents a heightened emotion, either happy or sad. And in this is exactly what somebody has pictured. They want things to settle down. They want to have, a traditional life. They want to feel that things are a set way. But you're not riding toward their same goal. Give me a minute, y'all. Your back is towards their image, their plans. You're riding off to the Temple of Enlightenment. The World. Something is definitely coming to a close. It could be this job, this relationship, the way they see you. Maybe you just clear the air and you're like, no, I'm not volunteering anymore, but you can pay me overtime. There's something that you're shutting down, Libra, and I feel you're kind of quietly solid about it. You already know before you head off to that enlightenment what it is that you're really going to decide. You've already made a decision, but it's how are you going to handle relaying that communication to this other person. Commitment is on the table. The question is this for some of you going, yes, I want that marriage. Yes, I'll take that extra promotion. Yes, I want this commitment. And for some of you, it's saying, no, I don't. It's different for each of you. It's all about your stability, your strength, your inner strength. And that is definitely coming through very strong, because that is what you're committing to. You are committing to something that is solid, reliable, whether that's a job, a person, or yourself. This represents something long term. It's also a very good move on your part. What is this communication? Page of Pentacle. This is, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. So, when you say you're committing, maybe you're committing with a compromise. We can try it and see how it goes kind of energy. We can get engaged if we make it through the engagement, and then we can get married. Or maybe you're going to take it a step further with the job and say, well, I'll tell you what. If you pay me a little extra, I can do some side work rather than doing it for free. But I do want to show you something on the board. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is a huge, huge deal in your life. My nose is itching. Spirit's here. So, you're defending something new. You really are thinking about it. You got that Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, some type of communication. And it causes you to pull back. And you're like, can I sleep on that offer for a night? So, between me and you, Libra, I think you aren't feeling comfortable with anybody's opinions right now or expectations. I think you want a hot minute to gather your own private thoughts. That's what I'm picking up on. And that's that Four of Wands, pulling within and looking at your divine path in life. And you're seeing this offer as toxic. Capricorn energy. You're in this analysis of this entire bigger picture. And so that's why you pulled back from this offer. And you're like, wait a minute. I feel like I have a bigger offer on my own. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. I told you this is like a toxic individual knowing that you're about to go for your destiny, Libra. Absolute your destiny. And it's like you're about to break up with someone as an analogy. And you're like, okay, I've got it in my head how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell them, I'm not feeling like I can be in a relationship. Okay, got it. And then they show up and they're like, hey, baby, how you doing? You miss me? And they're like, I got to offer you something really, really tempting. Look at this. I got me a big old ring and I'm about to propose to you. Or I've got this job, you're just going to love it. Sell everything you can and move to Hawaii and you're going to live on the beach. Meanwhile, you're like, I don't feel this offer is going to work out very well. So you're swiftly making action to pull back completely and do a recheck because something is not right, Libra. Ow. I hit my elbow, the funny bone. Is it really funny? No, it hurts. It smarts. So this is like fire and water. Water puts that fire out. You're like, this doesn't feel right. I can't take this offer. It puts me in my head. I feel imprisoned by this offer because now you're ready to break it off and they want to take it further, or you're ready to give your 2-week notice and they come in and they're like, boy George, you got yourself a raise. And you're like, I do? But in a sense, you have to really look, as we talked about, what is going to bring you the emotional security, that feeling of waking up and looking forward to that day. Where is that? Could be that you want to work on your own. This is work. This could be soul work. It could be getting your head down at your desk and just think tanking on your own. It could be sleeping and letting the downloads come in. But it's without interference. It's tuning in, tapping in to your divine knowledge, your connection to the divine, and listening intently rather than listening to these other offers. You've got something so good here, Libra. But the offer being rejected could be seen as betrayal. There's some sort of attachment to this obligation. And you're like, I'm not going to. I'm going to let it die. It's over. So now they've proposed to you or they've tried to give you a raise and you're like, I'm leaving. I'm getting on my horse with my sword and I'm going off to find enlightenment. And they're like, remember, I use 2 decks if I didn't say it, so you will get repeating cards. I do that so that I can tell when your energy reconnects. And after this offer, you've given a great deal of thought with this Knight of Swords running off on his horse to this enlightenment in the forest, right? And you've got that it didn't mix well with Temperance. And you had, that's the Knight of Swords. This mental imprisonment caused you a great deal of stress. We're back to the second Knight of Swords. You're doubling down. And with the World card that you got here, you're cutting it out, Libra. You're like, I am so out of here. You're about to take a big breath of fresh air where you're no longer stagnant. And that's the newness that you were craving in the beginning. Yeah. This is a feeling, in a sense, of defeat. 5 of Swords, a fight. And I don't necessarily mean that this is a physical fight. This is a fight within yourself, an inner battle where you're not going to allow anybody to mold you or squish you into their mold. And when the minute they try to do that, Libra, you're pulling back your energy and you're like, I gotta look at this a little deeper and really understand this because it's not working for me. Now, let's get back over to the bigger deck of tarot. I just want to understand a little bit more on the action and advice that you're to, for your best outcome. What is it? What's that advice? Hermit, Virgo. Can't make it up. Like I told you, you're about to go within, my beautiful. Virgo energy, even though you are Libra. This is doing what's right for you, knowing what's right for you, and following that inner knowing, taking the action of that inner knowing. That's a beautiful card there. You know what you want, but I do feel this is a time where there's going to be an extreme change. And it's going to be hard because this is something that you've been kind of just stuck in the mud. And this is forcing that new energy into your life, right? And then others are going to stumble upon the one that's actually meant for them. And if you are with somebody that's meant for you, you're taking it, that offer, to a much higher level. So that's tarot for you. This is all about things coming together naturally that are meant to come together and leaving behind the things that aren't meant to come together. Where do you feel home, Libra? Is it in your heart? And do you feel home? Do you feel satisfied? Because you have the magic within you, that kind of power, not ego power, not ego-based power. You have the power, the energy within you to embrace that you're whole on your own. You truly are. I think you're tired of the expectations of the universe. And I feel, Libra, that you are taking this time to do what is best for you. And I highly, highly recommend that. I want to say thank you so incredibly much for sharing this time and energy with me, Libra. It's a good message, but you do have a little struggle ahead of you. But do what's right for you. You know if this is what you want. Are you going to say yes to this offer? Is it right for you? Or are you going to go off on your own and walk into your destiny that way? It's kind of your thing, your decision. I hope this helped. And thank you for all the likes, subscribes, and all the blessings of your support of the channel. Until I read for you again.